Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this triangle ABC along with this segment CD, as you can see in this given diagram, such that this segment AD is 1 unit, whereas this segment BD is 2 units. And moreover, this angle CAD is 45 degrees. The angle CDB is being represented by X, and finally this angle CBD is 75 degrees. And now our task is to find the value of this angle X. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started, and here's our very first step. Let's focus on these two angles. This angle is 45 degrees and this angle is 75 degrees. And now we are going to draw some auxiliary lines to make our job easier. As you can see in this next step, I have dropped this perpendicular BE on this side AC. And now let's focus on this right triangle AEB. We know this is our 45 degree angle, this is our 90 degree angle, and we know the sum of interior angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So therefore this angle has got to be 45 degrees angle. And since these two angles are 45 degrees each, so therefore this triangle AEB is our isosceles triangle. In other words, this side EB is going to be equal to this side AE. And now we are going to focus on this other right triangle BEC. We know this whole angle is 75 degrees. And this angle is 45 degrees. So therefore this remaining angle has got to be 30 degrees. And moreover, we know this angle is our 90 degrees angle. So therefore this whole angle has got to be our 60 degree angle. And now let's focus once again on this right triangle AEB. And we can see this whole side length AB is going to be 1 plus 2 is going to make it 3 units. And moreover, we know that this side AE equal to this side BE. I'm going to label this side as lowercase a, then this side is going to be lowercase a as well. And now we are going to find the value of lowercase a. So therefore we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle. And here's our Pythagorean theorem: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, our hypotenuse is 3 units, whereas our two other legs are a and a. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this formula. So a square plus a square equals to 3 square. Let's divide both sides by 2. So this 2 and 2 is gone. So therefore a square turns out to be equal to 9 divided by 2. And now I'm going to undo this square by taking a square root on both sides. So therefore our lowercase a value is going to be 3 divided by square root of 2. And now we are going to rationalize this denominator by multiplying by 2 and at the same time divided by 2 as well. And here we can see square root of 2 times square root of 2 is going to give us simply 2. So therefore our lowercase a value turns out to be 3 times square root of 2 divided by 2. So thus our lowercase a value turns out to be 3 times square root of 2 divided by 2. In other words, this side BE is going to be 3 times square root of 2 divided by 2. And likewise this side AE is going to be 3 times square root of 2 divided by 2. And now let's focus on this right triangle BEC. And let's recall the famous trigonometric ratio: cosine of theta is always equal to adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. And in our case, for this angle 30 degrees, This side BE is our adjacent, and this BC is our hypotenuse. So therefore, for angle cosine of 30 degrees, our adjacent side is 3 times square root of 2 divided by 2, and then our hypotenuse is BC. So I'm going to divide this one by BC length. And now we know that cosine of 30 degrees is square root of 3 divided by 2. So therefore, I'm going to replace this cosine of 30 degrees with this value square root of 3 divided by 2. And now we are going to cross multiply. So therefore, we can write square root of 3 times BC length is going to be equal to 2 times this whole thing, 3 times square root of 2 divided by 2. And here we can see this 2 and 2 is gone. So therefore, we are ended up with the square root of 3 times BC is going to be equal to 3 times square root of 2. And now we are going to divide both sides by square root of 3 to isolate BC. This is gone. So therefore, our BC side length turns out to be 3 times square root of 2 divided by square root of 3. And now we are going to rationalize this denominator. So therefore, we are going to multiply and divide by square root of 3 at the very same time. And we can see square root of 3 times square root of 3 is going to give us simply 3. So therefore, our BC length is going to be 3 times square root of 6 divided by 3. And now here 3 and 3 is gone. So therefore, our BC side length turns out to be square root of 6. So thus our this BC side length turns out to be square root of 6. And now we are going to focus on these two triangles. The first one is our triangle ABC. We are talking about this whole bigger triangle ABC. And the other triangle is DBC. We are talking about this smaller triangle DBC. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this angle 75 degrees is in common for both of these triangles. And likewise, this side BC, which is square root of 6, is common for both of these triangles as well. And in this next step, we are going to calculate the ratio of these two side lengths, BC and BD. And in our case, our BC side length is square root of 6 and our BD is 2. So therefore, our this ratio is going to become square root of 6 divided by 2. And likewise, now we are going to calculate the ratio of these two side lengths AB and BC. And in our case, our this whole AB side length is 3. And our BC side length is square root of 6. So therefore, I can write 3 divided by square root of 6. And now we are going to rationalize this denominator. So therefore, we are going to multiply and divide by square root of 6 at the very same time. And now we can see square root of 6 times square root of 6 is going to give us simply 6. So therefore, we are going to have 3 times square root of 6 divided by 6. And if we reduce this thing, that is going to give us square root of 6 divided by 2. So therefore, the ratio of AB and BC turns out to be square root of 6 divided by 2. And now we can see both of these ratios have the same value. So therefore, we conclude that this ratio BC and BD is going to be equal to the ratio of AB and BC, as you can see over here in this equation. And since we are ended up with this proportion, So therefore we conclude that these two triangles, triangle ABC and the other triangle DBC, are our similar triangles according to side angle side similarity theorem. And since these two triangles are similar, so therefore we conclude that this angle X is going to be equal to this angle ACB. And we know our angle ACB is 60 degrees. So therefore we conclude that our angle X turns out to be simply 60 degrees. So thus, after all the calculations and manipulations, our angle X turns out to be 60 degrees. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.